believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Nah, I get it go. Nah, I get it go.
Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot. Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rocking black clothes. Whipping around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit.
Explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich. They be ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? How she remember she mixed it? Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light, yeah.
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Singletary with his first carry of the game. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Clock now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. There he goes, right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
There you go.
And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 79 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
His kick.
And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give them 32 on the play.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, Singletary. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
Broncos 7.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
39-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Under 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
10. Broncos 7.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, The defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They do go for it. It's Locke. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 2nd down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Flush to his right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. The Bills send the punter out as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Here comes Pettis on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
37-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really... Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's crossing. He's checking cross.
On second down, here's Yeldon. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Allen going to throw. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now looks to throw. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
The kickoff for Buffalo.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Dante Pettis, 72 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Broncos 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll toss this right side to Singletary. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They're down here in the 3rd quarter trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
Singletary again, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Allen, and able to find John Brown. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Tackle made at the 47.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
It's a gain of 6.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Now a run with Singletary. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
He was brought down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd down now, Singletary, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Singletary. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
It's now 4th down.
whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. From the gun, Allen. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They go right back to Singletary. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He was brought down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 15 now. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 24.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Finding Knox there, complete.
Allen's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Another run by Lindsay. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon. At this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 corners, no reason to lighten up now. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there.
25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Out. It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Allen, got to have this one. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got room. John Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown. 75 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 43 yards on the ground. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 4th down.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll go with a big bank, Yeldon, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And they will take a knee here.
Today's final score.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side. And now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm